Thanks to interviews and Xbox and Bethesda's Developers Direct, we now have a better idea of what we're going to find lurking in the shadows of Redfall. So grab a string of garlic and let's get ourselves up to speed ahead of the game's Day 1 addition to Xbox and PC Game Pass on May 2nd.
From Buffy to the Belmonts, vampire hunters make up some of our most favourite characters, and Redfall might just be adding a few more names to that list. Not only are all 4 of them interesting characters with big personalities, but they've each also got their own distinctive skill set that can totally change how the game plays. Jacob is the dark and broody option, a skilled sniper who acquired some extra powers from a previous vampire encounter. His cloak makes him hard to spot, ideal for staying out of sight while you line up your shots, and he also has friends in high places, specifically a pet raven that he can send swooping forward to scout from above. Layla is a plucky young scientist with a mountain of student debt which she tried to pay off by signing up to take part in a shady experiment.
A questionable financial decision, but one which has left her with psychic powers that can be used to toss objects around. She comes packing a placeable boost pad and an umbrella that can absorb enemy attacks and send them flying. Oh, and about her ex-boyfriend, well, let's just say he sucks. Then we have Devinder, an acclaimed cryptozoologist and inventor extraordinaire. Basically, the exact guy you want to have with you in a vampire situation. His arsenal of homemade gadgetry includes a throwable teleporter, an arc javelin capable of stunning enemies, and a black light that can quickly turn nearby vamps into dust. If you're looking to get technical, Devinder is your man.
Last up, we've got Remy, a combat engineer with a robot sidekick. Bribon, which means rascal in Spanish, can be sent out to distract your enemies, giving Remy the chance to run in and revive her fallen friends. Oh, and if all else fails, those C4 charges are a great way to even the odds. Each character comes with their own skill tree, allowing them to upgrade their abilities, also boosting stuff like health and ammo, so whichever member of this fearsome foursome you pick, you'll be able to turn them into a bona fide vampire slaying machine in no time.
No matter which character you choose, you'll be able to take advantage of Redfall's sizable armory in your battle against the Bloodsuckers. In true shooter-looter fashion, the guns you come across out on your travels come in different levels of rarity, and many also offer extra perks like staggering enemies more quickly. With a huge array of pistols, shotguns, rifles, and more on offer, there's going to be tons of room for experimentation. You can also customize your favorite weapons, not only with some modded skins that offer a personal touch, but with a stake attachment that sets you up for some exceptionally stabby finishing moves. Those stakes can change too, with some very decent options, my favorite being the sick guitar neck. The guns also vary on a Borderlands-like level 2, with overall ratings which include stats on rates of fire, reloading, and magazine sizes. The weapons you find out in the world will have all sorts of random mods attached to them, offering you everything from UV flashes to improved scopes. So you're going to spend the whole game chopping and changing, finding weapons to suit your style, and adapting to each new situation.
Yeah, and best of all, no matter what sort of weapon you favour, you can guarantee that every gun in the game is going to feel nice and meaty because, well, as a part of the Bethesda family, Arcane were able to call on armory experts like the Doom developers at id to really help punch things up. The once quaint island of Redfall is the biggest game world that Arcane has ever devised, and it's absolutely crawling with things to see, do, and slay. It may be smaller than other open worlds, but apparently it's a more densely packed place. Still with space between places, yes, but way more actual locations with depth to explore. There's no vehicles in the game, so you'll be hot-footing it everywhere, and if you don't want to end up with a couple of fresh neck holes on your treks, it's important to get to know the lay of the land. First up, there are the safe houses, where you can heal up and get resupplied. You'll also encounter other survivors here, many of whom have side missions to offer if you feel like being helpful. And then there are the not-so-safe houses known as nests. These psychic spaces are home to a whole mess of bloodsuckers, and the only way to clear them out is to find the nest's heart and destroy it. At which point it will begin to violently collapse, and you'll have to hotfoot it out of there. Clear out enough bad guys and open up enough safe houses in each neighborhood and you'll have the chance to take back control of it by challenging the local vampire leader to a showdown. Just be aware that these guys are no jokes, at least not if the leader we've had a look at, known as the Siphon, is anything to go by.
One more thing you should probably know is that the island is ultimately being ruled over by the vampire gods, and they do not like you taking down their underlings. Not one bit. Stake enough of them and the gods will send an ultra-powerful vampire known as the Rook to your location. Although they can presumably only move in straight lines, so I guess they won't be that hard to avoid. Chess joke, by the way.
Basically, the world of Redfall is a totally dynamic place where things are always in motion. The sun rises and sets, changing the enemies that you'll encounter. Private bellwether military squads and mobs of cultists are all on the prowl, sometimes even ending up fighting each other. And then there are the poor survivors you'll stumble upon, desperate for someone to come and help them out. Or perhaps even for someone's. If you now find yourself completely under the spell of Redfall's sinister charms, the only question left is whether to pre-order the game or grab it from Xbox Game Pass come May 2nd.
Well, the good news is that doing either will see starting your vampire hunting adventure with access to the aptly named Vampire Hunter Pack, which includes the Grimtide shotgun, Vortex multi-weapon skin, and the Blood Ravager stake attachment. And if you really want to go all out, there's also the Bite Back edition, a bunch more cosmetic options, as well as Redfall's Hero Pass, giving them immediate access to the next 2 characters that are added to the game's lineup. It's available to pre-order right now, and you can also buy it as an upgrade for the base game further down the line.
But no matter which one you choose, the important thing is that there will be plenty of vampires to slay, and a whole bunch of fun ways to slay them. With its colourful cast of characters, terrifying range of foes, and charming island locale, Redfall sure does look like it's onto a winner. Let us know who you'll be playing as down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest on all of Xbox's biggest releases. Bye!